Hello everybody, welcome to the Pound Trader, and in this video I'm going to be sharing how I learned to trade Forex. So welcome to the channel. Okay, so the first way that I learned how to trade Forex is the one and only YouTube University. So I remember the first time when I was starting to research on online jobs that you can do. I of course stumbled upon Forex trading, and the first thing that I did was trying to understand what this Forex entails. What are the concepts, how long it will take for you to trade, things of that nature. So I usually used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, a lot, guys. When I say a lot, different traders with different strategies. I also was just learning about the topics. I just wanted to know when I'm trying to study Forex and learn about it, what are the topics that I should learn about. So candlesticks, or chart patterns, indicators, how to set up your MT5, MT4, things of that nature. And I used a lot of YouTube videos. A lot of the most memorable YouTube videos that I remember watching was the trading channel. I used to watch the videos a lot. There's also Swaggy C. Is he called Swaggy C? Yes, Swaggy C. I still watch a lot of his videos up to this day. A lot of traders have a lot of really nice content. I'm going to leave a few links below, and also I do have a playlist where you can also find a lot of my favorite Forex videos. Some of them are as old as 4 or 5 years old, because even to this day I still watch it and I'm like, wow, I love what's being said, because it still applies to the market till this day. So another way that I learned trading Forex was by purchasing a course. Now, this actually happened from watching a YouTube video. There's a YouTube video of someone, I think I'm also going to link them down below, but they were basically just giving an introduction, the basics of Forex trading. And in that video, it was 1 hour, let's say, and it was a snippet of what the actual course would be in 4 hours. I think the course, the running time was 3 to 4 hours, something like that. But on YouTube, they only posted 1 hour. And for you to continue with the course and everything, you had to pay. So I ended up paying for that. It was, I would say it was worth it. It wasn't a lot of money. It was on Udemy. It's a learning platform. I'd say it was worth it, because I liked how he was saying it. I liked how he was breaking it down. Of course, it had loopholes, because there's certain topics that were not really being covered, but that's also another way. So I don't know what other learning platforms you can use to buy, but I'd say maybe purchasing a course might be worth it, but don't look for one that's too expensive, because at the end of the day, this is something that you can still learn for free on YouTube. So the other way that I learned how to trade Forex was by watching interviews. Now, I know this is YouTube, but now I'm talking about actual people holding a conversation, podcasts and things of that sort. And the main reason for me this was very important is because when it comes to watching interviews, Forex trading interviews, I used to just write Forex traders in Kenya interview, things of that sort, or just Forex traders interview. And I'd really learn a lot from the conversation, because traders would share their journey, how they started learning Forex, and a lot of them would mention things that are not even in the YouTube videos, for example, or even in the courses. And I remember for me, when I was watching the interviews, anytime I'd hear a new concept that I've never heard before from the YouTubes and the courses, I would write it down and I'd start researching on it. And I would say that it was the top thing. I think even for a beginner, I think you should even start by watching interviews, just to see how people's journeys are and things of that sort. So interviews were very key. I remember here in Kenya, I was watching people like Esther Mofri, the Financial Hub. Shout out to them. I'm supporting them till this day. I really watch the content. Who else? Yeah, just interviews, basically just interviews of Kenyan traders, just to learn about the topics, the strategies, things of that sort. Another way that I learned to trade Forex is ebooks. Now, I also mentioned ebooks when it comes to my Forex trading journey. I think I have read quite a couple, and I'm still hoping to read even more, because of course with Forex you're always learning. But ebooks were just one of the best things ever, because for me, I'm a visual learner, so I like to watch and see something first, and then I can try and read. Because for me, when I tried to read the concept of Forex like on a PDF, you know, the online PDFs, and it was just like, it was a bit hard. But you know, when you hear somebody speaking first and describing a candlestick opens from here and closes here, when you now get to the ebook, it's easier to now remember. For me, at least, it was easy. So I remember my most notable ebook that till this day I always recommend is the Trading Bible, the Candlestick Trading Bible, something of that sort. I just found it to be really, really amazing. I think it tackled so many things. It's very clear, uses very simple language. Of course, I read other ebooks, Naked Forex, psychology books. I haven't finished those ones, I'm going to be completely honest, but I am obviously looking to read more. But I have like so many ebooks that I was reading at that time. Another way that I learned to trade Forex was from online communities. So for example, Discord, Telegram, there are a lot of people who used to post like resources over there. Like people would send PDFs, some people would share like the insights, some people would share, I learned this today from this site, and I'd look at the sites, and that's how I would also learn about Forex. But I think with online communities, you have to be a bit careful because sometimes it can be like information overload, especially when people are like sharing their setups, fundamentals for the day. I don't know, it can be a lot, but I credit online communities because I also learned new topics from just being on like those certain social media platforms. So yeah, I think that's how I basically learned how to trade Forex. But if I was to say what has been my top way to learn Forex is YouTube, just free resources. Especially, I'd research specific topics like candlesticks, and I'd watch like 5-10 videos of different traders talking about candlesticks. When it comes to maybe chart patterns, I would watch like 5 videos from 5 different channels, different people talking about chart patterns. So YouTube for me has been my number one, and I feel like anybody, even especially now, like these basic courses, the basic introduction to Forex videos, they're being really summarized so well. And I feel like even if somebody's new to trading Forex, it's very easy for you to really understand what the concept of Forex is and how it works. So yeah, oh, and also I don't know if I mentioned BB Pips. BB Pips was one of my courses. That's one of the things, that's one of the resources that I used to learn after going on YouTube. So, and it was a lot, but I was able to finish. There's some topics that I used to skip on BB Pips because I just knew like things like indicators. For example, when I'd watched other videos, I'd know this topic, for example, maybe let me just focus on the moving averages and things of that nature. But yeah, that is how I learned Forex. I'm curious to hear how you learned how to trade Forex. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please subscribe. Please like the video. I am just trying my best to tackle these markets. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.